What's up everyone, I'm Dan and big thanks to P-Cube for the review code for Discounty on the Nintendo Switch systems. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe for games reviews like this and more. Like the video if you like the review, and with all that said, let's get into this. There's something oddly satisfying about putting items neatly on a shelf, greeting regulars, and keeping your little shop running smoothly. Discounty takes that simple everyday pleasure and builds it into a charming management sim that blends supermarket strategy, small town relationships, and a splash of community drama. At first glance, it's all bright pixel art wholesomeness, but there's an undercurrent of choice here. Are you working to better the whole town or just to build a profit churning empire? The game begins with a character creator, something that I always love to see. You can tweak your body frame, hairstyle, face, clothing and shoes. Better yet, you're not locked in. At any point you can pop back home, stand in front of the mirror and give yourself a full makeover. This flexibility adds to the cozy vibe, and it's a welcome touch in a game that's all about making your mark on a small community. Your arrival in Blomkest comes via an invitation from your ever mysterious aunt, who entrusts you with managing the town's one and only supermarket, Discounty. The harbour town itself is instantly inviting, full of bright, colourful visuals and endearing pixel art character designs. There's a certain warmth here, even if not all the locals are happy to see a newcomer taking charge. Discounty does a great job of easing you into its mechanics. Controls are simple and intuitive, and new systems unlock gradually, allowing you to focus on one element at a time before adding new layers. From stocking shelves and working the checkout to striking trade deals and upgrading your store, the game never dumps too much on you at once. Your shopkeeping routine is straightforward but satisfying. Keep your aisles tidy, restock products, make sure the floors aren't sticky, and handle customers at the till and make sure you have the items they need in stock. There's a small but notable quirk here. When inputting prices, the cursor always snaps back to the center of the keypad. This can lead to mistaps at first, but the ability to quickly delete mistakes means it's more of a minor annoyance than a real problem. At the end of your shift, you get a tally of all the happy and unhappy customers, as well as how much you've earned and bonuses you've accrued that day. One important thing to know, you must sleep at the end of the day to save your progress. Forgetting to do so means losing everything you've achieved that day. It also adds a light simulation touch. Much like real shopkeeping, you have to close up properly before calling it a day. Your job isn't just to keep the shop running, it's to grow it. This is where Discounty starts to feel more strategic. You'll meet local producers and manufacturers, strike trade deals and sell specialty goods. Doing so earns you perk points, which you can spend on upgrades like increased crate capacity or expanding the vendor item list. There's even a recycling system that lets you dispose of empty boxes or rubbish you might find in town while making a little extra cash. A nice blend of practicality and resourcefulness. Meeting sales targets earns you discounted reward points, which you can use to unlock new items for your store. It's a fun incentive to keep pushing your performance without making the game feel overly competitive or stressful. Despite the constant movement, stocking, cleaning, checking out customers, Discounty is surprisingly relaxing. Selling items never feels high pressure once you get the hang of it. The upbeat background music fits perfectly, reinforcing the feeling of being part of a bustling but friendly town. Of course, running a shop isn't all sunshine. If you expand too quickly, you risk rubbing certain townsfolk the wrong way. This is where Discounty adds an interesting narrative edge. Your growth can cause friction in the community, making you question whether you're really helping Blomkest or just your bottom line. After business hours, you can explore the town and get to know its quirky residents. Building friendships or rivalries can influence your experience, and learning more about Blomkest's history adds depth to what could otherwise just be a straightforward shop sim. There's a quiet pleasure in wandering the pixel-perfect streets, chatting with locals, and discovering little details about the place. It helps that every character feels distinct, both in appearance and personality. While your home customization options may add a personal touch to your living space, the real creative fun is in arranging your shop. You can move shelves, rethink your aisle layout, and add decorations to encourage impulse purchases. The more efficient and inviting your store, the more customers you'll serve and the happier they'll be. Discounty is a game that is well polished, but there are a couple of areas where it could improve. The lack of touchscreen controls, especially for the checkout segment, feels like a missed opportunity given how naturally the mechanic would translate to tapping on a tablet or handheld screen. Home customization could also be expanded. Right now it feels more like a side note than a real feature. More decorative options, functional furniture, or even seasonal theming would have made returning home at the end of the day feel more rewarding. Discounty is a game that draws you in with its cheerful visuals and simple mechanics, then keeps you hooked with its gentle pacing, satisfying loop, and unexpectedly thoughtful world building. Whether you're arranging shelves for maximum efficiency, chatting to regular customers, there's always a sense of progress and purpose. The few minor annoyances, the keypad snapping and no touch controls, never overshadow the overall charm. The pixel art style is vibrant and full of colour, the music is consistently uplifting, and the gradual introduction of mechanics ensures the game never feels overwhelming. For players who enjoy cozy management sims, Discounty is a warm invitation to step into the role of a shopkeeper, community member, and maybe, just maybe, small town saviour. Discounty releases on the Nintendo eShop on the 21st of August, priced at $16.99 in the UK and $19.99 in the US. Big thanks once again to PCube for the review code. Thanks to you all for watching, hope you enjoyed the review, and until next time.